Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. How are you? I hope all of you are in good condition. Well, first I say thanks to our lecturer Mrs. Susanti Gersang for this opportunity to explain the material today. It is about active voice and passive voice. But before it, let me introduce myself and my partners to you. My name is Resni Darmawati Sitinjak, and my partners there are Tinadia Mayasari Sinaga, Putri Manulang, Angel Vania Sitinjak. Well, I hope all of you are keep watching this video. So, let's start it. Alright, what is the definition of active voice and passive voice? So, active voice is a sentence where the subject performs an action or doing a job. In here, in making an active voice, we simply add a verb that match the subject and tenses in a sentence. Meanwhile, for passive voice is a sentence whose subject is affected by a job or suffers something. In other words, the subject of the sentence becomes the target of the activity stated by verb. Well, there are several characteristics of active voice and passive voice. They are, for the first, active voice. The subject performs an action in a sentence. The second one has an active pattern in the form of SPOK or subject, predicate, object, and description, or SPK or subject, predication, description. And then there is an object that is located after verb. For the second, passive voice. In here, the characteristics are the subject in a sentence is subject to action, and then has the pattern to be plus verb 3. And then there is the word by, and in this feature is optional, which means it doesn't always exist in the passive voice. And then the next characteristic is a verbal sentence or sentence that has a verb. And then for the last, have an object that will relate the action to the subject of the sentence. Well, the general patterns of active voice and passive voice are, for active voice is subject plus verb or adjusted with tenses plus object. For examples, 1. Uncle climbs a tree. 2. My sister plants flowers. Meanwhile, for passive voice pattern, there are two parts. For the first, passive voice pattern with two infinitive and gerund, or 2 plus be plus verb 3. For example, the song is ready to be released. And then being plus verb 3. For example, they stop being worried. And the second one is passive voice pattern with modal or modal perfect. That subject plus modal plus be plus verb 3. For example, the plate should be washed. Then, subject plus modal plus have plus been plus verb 3. For example, the trash should have been removed this morning. Alright everyone, that's all that I can explain to you about the material active voice and passive voice. But in here, my partners will show you the dialogues which use the sentence of active voice and passive voice.
You know, the turnout, Tinadia is not a good friend.
So what? What has Tinadia done?
If Tinadia was really a good friend, she couldn't possibly let me rain on in the middle of the night.
What do you mean by letting? You get to rain on in the middle? I don't understand what you mean.
Look, yesterday I visited my own house. I came home late at night because the weather happened to be drizzling. Yesterday, I didn't bring a motorbike because when I left, I was accompanied by my friend Ernie. When I waited for a taxi on the street, no one showed up. I saw Tinadia was riding a motorcycle. I don't know where she came from. Well, when I stopped here, she just kept going.
Really? Could it be that Tinadia didn't know she was called by you?
Don't know how. She was very close when I tried to stop her. Moreover, I was also very loud when I called her.
That's it. Then I will try to ask Tinadia about this later. Maybe tomorrow I will see his.
Yes, go ahead. Soon I have an appointment with Ernie. Okay, then I'll go home first. Okay?
Hey, be careful. Tinadia, I want to ask you.
What do you want to ask? Looks like you are serious.
Did you just play yesterday when Lisa was in the rain when she come from her aunt's house at night?
Seriously? Yesterday I wasn't going anywhere. I just stay at home because at the time I wasn't feeling well. If you don't believe me, you can ask my mom.
No need. I believe in you. I just want to make sure what Lisa said true or just a misunderstanding.
Is Putri really sure that what she showed last night was me? How could she be so sure?
Yes, don't worry about it. I will tell him later that what he saw night wasn't you.
Angel, you don't have to explain this problem to Putri, okay? I'll just talk to her because I feel bad for her.
That's it. Then you can meet him tomorrow, where we can gather. You explain to him that what he saw last night was not you.
Yes, of course.
Tinadia, you alone? Where is Angel?
I don't know, maybe she's helping her mother at home. I want to ask you, did you see me on the street last night?
Why are you even asking me? It's true. Yesterday, you took your motorbike at night, and when I called, you were silent.
Putri, you are the wrong person. How could it be me because I'm at home? At the time, I wasn't feeling well.
You're right.
That's right. If you are not sure, please ask my mother, my sister, or ask my father. They must have said I was at home.
It is someone else? Well, if it's not you, then who is she? Why does her face look exactly like yours?
Okay. Tell me, what color is that motorcycle? What's the plate number?
If I remember the color, it was blue. I don't know the license plate number because it was raining pretty hard at the time.
Blue? You know that I don't have a blue motorcycle. You often come to my house. The only motorcycle in my house is black.
Tinadia, you alright? You don't have a blue motorbike? Sorry, I already thought you were a no-no. You want to forgive me, right?
My pleasure. Now I feel good because finally you know that it's not me. How could I have to hurt to abandon you on the street at the night, especially when it was raining heavily?
Okay, my lecture and all my friends, that's all that I and my partners can show you about the active voice